Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6, Stone Ocean Episode 33. And all I can say is, on the bright side, nobody's turning into snails anymore. On the dark side, everything. Our villain has escaped. Our friend has been killed. Presumably, I have some questions about that. Our characters arrived just in the nick of time to cause all of that to happen and are therefore blameful for his death and the escape of the villain. Good, good. Poochie seems to have developed a new power of some kind via the afterimage things. Although, let's be fair, Poochie's demonstrated some weird abilities that haven't made any sense. Like the whole time ticking away thing that was happening around him for whatever reason hasn't happened anymore. Just was there. It was just there. He's just walking around and he just does the spooky thing and he turns a baby into a man and some eggs into chickens and then he walks away and it never happens again. What the fuck? Araki. But so, it's possible that his, after images, you will never defeat me, sort of thing is not really a thing. Maybe it is a thing. Maybe it's not gonna matter because he's gonna get to where he's going and accomplish his task before we can fucking deal with it. I don't know, man. But we've dealt with the three sons of Dio. The arc is over, kind of. We're off to Cape Canaveral now. Everything's gonna be sad for a little bit, at least, because this was a primary character death. But we don't have time to be sad. We've got a fucking priest to stop, and no way to do it. We've got no secret trump card, no hidden powers. Got nothing. Just a very, very powerful religious boy who believes very hard in bringing back his Lord and Savior, Dio Almighty. Kono Dio da. Indeed. So, shit. At least nobody's turning into snails anymore. Beyond that, everything's bad. Is Poochie gonna throw more villains at us and get stuff in our way? Or is this just like an all-out race to the finish? Are we in Endgame now? Did we just enter Endgame? I don't know. It feels like maybe we've just entered, the tower in Egypt and shit's just changed, right? But I don't know. The weather being dead really sucks. The rain shall no longer fall, the wind shall no longer blow, and your boy shall no longer be utterly conspicuous walking around as an escaped convict with a marshmallow on his head, on his tiptoes, whispering warmly and breathily in everybody's ears way too close. It's a sad day for the whole world. He laughs. I'm so sorry. I'm just a fucked up little guy. That's what's going on here. Even when it's sad, JoJo's is bizarre and comedic in some really serious and weird ways. What the fuck happens next? Is this where we hit the wall? Is this where we hit the wall? This is where our protagonists hit the wall? Let me tell you. I just picked up, thanks to the generous support of patrons maybe like you, I have purchased a copy of the first thing written by Hirohiko Araki that I've actually purchased and owned, which is Manga in Theory and Practice, which has a lovely style on the art cover, which is, I think, the same style as the US editions of the JoJo's. Really makes me want to buy the US editions of the JoJo's, but it's like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I skimmed through this. I mean, I literally just flipped through it over the course of 5 seconds. And one of the things that I saw as I flipped through it was something along the lines of, your heroes will hit a wall and you have to overcome that. I don't know where that is in the book itself. I'll find it eventually when I actually read through this book directly, and seriously. But, it does talk about that kind of a concept. The heroes coming up against some obstacle that they don't know how to overcome, hitting some kind of wall, and sometimes that wall, at least in my ideation, is uncertainty and loss and failure and mistakes, and you can't go back. Our stands don't stop time or run it backward, generally, recently, maybe. I don't know. Strings, Jolene, could be weird and physicsy with that, but at present we don't have a way to run things back to one chapter ago before we arrived in a big car crash and maybe caused the loss of weather. We can't run that back. And so we're just stuck in the situation that we're in. And we have to decide once more, in the face of peril and danger and difficulty and failure and mistakes and loss, what do we do next? Do we let that buckle us, or do we figure out a way to become strong and to move forward? And this is JoJo's, so we move forward, because our characters always move forward. Let's move forward. Episode 33, post-weather. I was going to say post-weather clarity for some reason. I don't fucking know. I have no ability to predict what's going to happen next, because our characters just have this need to get to Cape Canaveral before Poochie, sort of, but he's already going to get there before they do. And maybe we'll split the focus and show like Poochie's journey and their journeys. We've already been sort of doing that with the backstory stuff, so that's possible. But I feel like we need to build toward climax, and I don't know if we want to introduce a new arc full of random villains that are like, these are the stepbrothers of Dio, and they're gonna come after you now. It seems redundant. Seems like we can just move toward it, and that's scary. That's scary too. Less than 3 days remain, I believe, until the new moon. Time is not on our side. And I do have some questions about weather. So, my questions are thusly wise. First, we have not seen sparkly ghost to the sky. We always see a sparkly ghost to the sky. If there's no sparkly ghost to the sky, it's not a death. It's like in most anime, I need a body. I need to see a body. But in JoJo's, seeing a body doesn't do it. Seeing a sparkly ghost to the sky does it. Having a thing come up on screen that's like retired or deadified, that does it. If there's no sparkly ghost, weather is not dead completely. Is that because he's actually not dead? Or is that because his soul is in the discs? And depending on the answer to that question, it actually sort of irons out some of the weird questions about the metaphysics of Araki's universe. It's like, what part of the you is a stand? And it's like, well, it's a manifestation of your spirit, sort of. Kind of. And it stands beside you, and it's your soul, and it's like your patana, and it's also the thing that does harm when you need it to, and can interact with the world in ways that you don't. That's why Jotaro can stand there and look cool, while his stand goes and does the cool, right? It's like, it's his manifest ability, while he's the individual, like, rock. Okay. Then, if the soul part is the stand part, then that's curious. It's curious and interesting. And it's something that Araki has, like, contradicted himself on repeatedly, I think. With Giorno punching the lights out of Bucciolati on the tram, and various incarnations of different types of stands that do different sorts of things. And some stands aren't their user and can be damaged without damaging the user in turn, which is weird. It ends up being complicated. But the point remains whether no go ghosty to sky. So I think Weather's part in this story, his contribution to destiny, if you will, might not be totally finished yet, which is exciting and gives me a little bit of hope. But shit. At the very least, it'll be something interesting and useful if Jolene pulls out that stand disc that she's got and uses it for some purpose. That feels like a big, like, single-use cipher system sort of item that's like, all right, we're going to hold on to that until the final boss battle. And then in a crucial moment, whip out the weather report disc and surprise Poochie and be like, haha, fate, destiny, your brother, karma, bibbidi-bobbidi-boo, bada-bing, bada-bang, narrative stakes, resonance, clickety-clack, and everything fits. Nailed it. This is commentary. But seriously, I'm really curious about the nature of Stan's discs and Soul's spirits dualism, like mind, body, human memories, physicalism, and then also spirit stand. they're three separate things. There's the body, the memories, and the spirit and stand thing, and they're all separate. Super interesting. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked by the weird metaphysics of what has happened to weather, and I'm unsure what's going to happen. We'll just find out when we find out. As things stand, I have no other predictions, just questions. And so let's watch episode 33 and find ourselves some answers. I've got the episode up and ready to go. We're going to watch through it, talk about it a little bit, and then read the manga as we've been doing recently, and we'll do it all today. Episode 33 up and ready to go. 0 seconds, 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube, beep beep timer to count you down, support on Patreon. Let's go for JoJo's. Recording, set, nice. And I have tea this morning. And a good thing, too. Was this our fault, she'll say? He was truly happy, says Honestly. Yeah. That was lovely. I love Hermes crying in the off to the side. She's so strong, you know? Oh, shit! Wait, does that count? Was that Ghosts to the Sky? Oh, shit, was everything that I talked about bullshit? Fuck! Alright. 10:35 a.m. We are zooming in a Ford. We stole a Ford Focus. And Emporio is driving! Alright, good, great. Indeed. Yeah. Wouldn't have wanted me to stop here. For sure. Are you gonna throw that out? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, this isn't my responsibility anymore, huh? Maybe I should just let it go. I can't help it. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I've done what I needed to do, what I promised I'd do. He can stop things. Nah, Jolene. Nah, Jolene, this is your battle now. Mm-hmm. You gotta act. There we go. This is gorgeous. I'm not a fan of the background, but I like the foreground. That's it. What do we say at the beginning? Can't think about the past. Can't think about if I did something else. Would weather high. So happy. So happy. Oh. Nice. Fucking honestly. Fucking honestly. Ah! Great start in terms of Jolene's internal monologue and thoughts. Exactly what I was thinking. Starts slipping to thinking about this not being my responsibility and letting it go now, and also thinking about the past and like, if I had done something differently, would Weather still be alive? And then she clips herself, she cuts herself off and is like, no, that's not what he would want me to think. That's not helpful. All I can do is move forward. Let's go. Let's go. Love it. Gravity of the new moon. Moon. The new woo. Moon. Oh. Suge. Oh. Please don't be creepy about it, man. Just don't be creepy about it. It's cute. I know. What? She's asleep, my guy. Dude. No. You gotta do this while she's awake. Yeah, but it does have to be while she's awake. It has to be while she's awake. Yeah, but telling her while she's asleep, not honest. Oh my god. What the fuck? Yep, that's weird. They're everywhere, man. This is Florida. I don't think they're protected species. I think you can just go hunt them. I'm pretty sure. Oh! Did she just throw the ring? Oh! Oh! No! Oh, poor buddy. Nani? Alligator chow. Well, I'm scared of everything. Hold on to what? What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't think it has a GPS, boyo. Oh, magic Haku. Okay, sure. Yeah. Fucking ghost computers. We got the huge rollers and all the giant facilities. It's an immense location. It's a really cool place to have a bunch of battles. It makes me, like, DM jealous. Like, I'd love to set a piece of a campaign or, like, something in an area like this. It was so much fun. Alright, we will predict his route. Well, maybe. Remember, he was the one who climbed under snails, dude. Yeah, hide inside. Excuse me, I must enter. It's for the purposes of... Fuck. Alright, he's not doing great. Thanks, bro! Gravity! Something. Just fucking barely there, Poochie. Who? Why do I get, like, Stroheim vibes? I don't know, bad things are gonna happen to this guy. Excuse me, if you could please stop living, that would be great. It would be great if you would just stop living, please. My distaste. I'm already here. I am where I need to be. Ah, gravity. Gravity. But I have so much gravity upon me. More speed. You look great. Oh man, I wonder what's going on with Poochie. 0 mark. Wondering how this will contribute. Super interesting. Oh, yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, his whole skin is like swimming. Gravity! What the fuck? Sideways. What? All toward Poochie? Hey! Oh! What? What? It's like he's just warping time and space wherever he goes. How much Einstein is Araki actually familiar with? Oh my god, the animals are changing. The magnetosphere is out of whack. Everything's fucked, man. Everything is fucked now. We're gonna have some weird natural phenomena. End of days shit. Whoa. But we have to go back for that ring. Yeah. Yeah. It's the only shot. Nunny. He's Indiana Jonesing it. Are we out of gas? Yeah, none of this is good. There's something horrible underneath. Gravity. Bullshit. Whoa. Wait. Oh. Everything's going that way. Nah. Something's weird. Holy shit. Those are corpses. And our color is, The computer! Not the computer! Strings. We need strings. Strings? No! We gotta get... How do we even go forward? Oh my god, this is great! Whee! Holy shit! Somebody hold on to Hermes! Mm-hmm. Nowhere is safe. Nothing is safe. Amazing. Gravity has changed direction. And we changed the camera angle to make it work. Ah, it's so cool. This isn't even his ability. This is just the first fluctuation. This is just some weird shit. Ah! Fun use of CG cam. Yeah. How far is sideways? You're near the equator. It's forever. Oh, shit. Oh, here. Strings. Okay, okay. Lock it in. No! She can kissu. Strings! How much string do you have to let go, Jolene? She's not gonna let Hermes go. Not gonna let Hermes go. She just lost weather, dude. At a certain point, do you move forward? There's a bigger fish to fry. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Thanks, diver down. Oh my god, so many people. Oh, I was gonna say, why are the guardrails still there? And then they're not. What's going on near Poochie? I don't know about that, man. This is some weird shit. Are you sure? I don't think so. This is just the start, man. Oh, this is the power called heaven. It makes things fall sideways? I don't fucking think so. This is part 1. Thank you. Thank you, Emporio. Correct. I'm so excited. Yeah, this isn't even the start, man. I agree. Oh my god, just climb it up. Okay. If it holds. So we did give up on Hermes. That was sort of Yorundana. Slingities, springities. Oh, so cute. Oh, there you go. So in love. Ah. Ah. Omae no kokoro. Oh. Sorry. All right, man. Yeah, what is going on in here, man? he's just climbing on shit. Excuse me, sir? Sir, we need you to get off of the facilities. Oh my god, everything's sideways. What is that? He's all bloopy. Oh, yeah. Yep, this would ruin some people's days. Holy shit! You're just chilling and suddenly you're on the edge of a 5,000 bajillion gazillion foot cliff. Let's go, Jolene the superhero! Spider Jolene! Donika! Except for you. Whoa, oh, okay. Everything. The whole electromagnetic field could be fucked. Oh, the flag is flying normally. Oh, I guess it's not. It should be down. Yeah. Haha, how? In what? A sideways helicopter? Oh my god, the fact that everything's angled insanely is amazing. I cannot wait to see what this looks like in manga format because it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. It's all gonna be sideways and upside down. Oh, hello! Wait, he's on tiptoes. I get. Why have you not noticed that it's right there, Jolene? And it's part green babied? And it's like warping space-time. Green baby. Both. Oh no. Oh no. It's echoes. Ah. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. What the fuck? Did you just flip inside out? Everything this is like a causality thing. A reversal. Oh. We're cutting here, aren't we? That's great, that's great, that's great, that's great. Ah, we're down to minutes now. Hours and minutes. And a separate stand battle. Uh-oh. New stand? Crazy powers? An insane world-bending event? Such a... Take something that we take for granted like gravity and flip it on its side, literally. Araki. Always clever. Woohoo! Yay! Yay! Gravity is sideways and everything is bad. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. And Jolene's hand just turned inside out and started fucking itself with its own internal fingers. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I do like this section a lot. The whole it's so simple and so clever. You just take a thing that we take for granted, gravity, flip it on its side, literally. Interesting arc appears and occurs. Suddenly, all these things that are so mundane, going through a visitor center, visiting a public location, even if that's interesting and not exactly like every day, it's still pretty mundane. It's like an ordinary thing to do. you know how you'd walk there, and you park in the parking lot, and you pay for your parking maybe, and you go through the turnstiles and all this stuff, and suddenly it's an obstacle course from hell because it's all upside down and sideways and on a wall and stuff. It's just such a cool inversion of expectations. I think it's very cool. It's very cool, and it gives us just enough time to have some like internal thoughts from Jolene and some resetting and reconciling and understanding what's just occurred, and everything kind of gets a moment of quiet, a moment of almost relaxation, where it almost feels like it's, there's a chance for it to be over, and Jolene has these thoughts that are almost weak, really, right? Like normal and sensible. Maybe this is out of my hands for now. I've passed the buck. I've done what I swore that I would do. I would get the disc back for my dad, and he's the hero. He'll take care of it. I can leave this be. But that isn't what Weather would have wanted, and I can't rely on it to happen that way. So I have to keep on going. And so she goes straight into the fire. Straight into the fire. To the limit, to the wall. And we have that little moment. We talk about it, and we bring it all to a head with Hermes being flung backward. I don't think it's the last that we're going to see of Hermes, but I could be totally wrong, right? Like, that would be the craziest, even if she's surviving, right? That would be the craziest elimination of a JoJo's character from a situation. Just gets thwacked by something, knocked hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet away, maybe survives because Kisu, I don't know, and is just out for now. I think Hermes will be back, and I'm excited for that to occur, but damn. It works really well in the moment because Jolene is stuck between two desires. One is to move forward and to cut Pucci off at the pass, sort of, and the other is to reach out literally with her string and grab Hermes and pull her up as well. But like, it ends up being so perfectly on the beat because she's sacrificing of her own strength and ability, like by spooling out the string. She's sacrificing of her own physical solidity in order to reach backward and grab Hermes. And it's exactly what we talked about with Weather. It's like, if you're reaching backward like that, if you're thinking deeply about those past elements and what you could have done differently and what you should have done differently in the past, you're not looking forward. You're not all there. You're not all focused on what is to come. And the truth is that the only thing that you can control is what is to come. So while looking at the past in order to figure out what to do next is useful, thinking about the past in a regretful way, like, gosh, I wish I had done this. I wish I could go back. I wish I could reach backward and pull Hermes up with me or whatever. Like, you have to weigh that against the necessity of moving forward. And Jolene does that exact weighing in this episode. It's prompted by Narciso, and it ends up being really solid. I think it ends up being really solid. It's cool. I think some of these scenes with Jolene really struggling internally work really effectively. I think they work really, really well, and I think that the scenes once we start going sideways, and gravity starts being all strange. Even this, where we're all focused on this guy's mouth and it's a little bit cloying and a little bit too close, and it's like he's big mouthed and in our way and big smiling. You hate him. Yeah, I hate him. You feel like Pucci, like, shut the fuck up. Stop speaking to me. Grr. I don't know enough about... I don't know enough to know about the varied gravity sort of thing that we talk about here. Feels like one of those things where some elements of it are correct and some elements of it are not correct. Thanks, Araki. I don't know. I also don't know what to think about Pucci's skin splitting open and an undulating mass of weird flesh existing underneath him as his eyes blur out and things become sideways. Don't know what to think about that. Really weird. Very, very weird. And we move in, and things begin flying backward. This is scale. This feels like the whole world is fucked. The sequence here, I mean, this is gonna, it's such a difficult thing to try to wrap your head around and try to wrap an anime scene around. And to make this work with a bunch of stuff flying toward camera throughout, crazy amounts of debris, bodies flying through, cars flying through space, weird angles, unexpected results. Like, it ends up being really, really complicated. And so just pulling it off at all is impressive to me. And I think it ends up actually being pulled off really effectively. There are some moments of 3D camera work, and 3D use of 3D vehicles is not super impressive to me. But it is well done as it moves through, and it ends up looking really fun. And it ends up being followable and interesting and absolutely crazy and mysterious as to what's going on. It's clear that it's gravity, but it's unclear why. And then finally, once we're out of the vehicle, things start to be upside down, sideways, backward, in weird angles that you wouldn't expect, and things begin to really feel like we're on the side of a cliff, like we're falling off into space far beyond. And that's where we lose Erame. She gets clonked by a chimney. It looks like she gets clonked by a chimney. And we begin to strings out together. We have to choose between reaching backward and moving forward. And Jolene says, well, I've already made up my mind. Begins to climb forward. And that is what honestly loves about her. So hot when you stare off into the distance like that. I love it. But he does think, I'm the one who can protect you. And we'll see, man. We'll see. And the priest is sort of humping the wall and freaking the fuck out over here. I don't know what to think of what's going on here. His stand is all fuzzy. His eyes are all fuzzy. These chicks are all fucked. And Super Jolene with Super String is pretty darn cool. But now on the side of the world, with gravity flying sideways, we face off against the new green... whatever the fuck this is. What is this mix of stands? This is new. This is new. And it's turning things inside out. It's like some kind of reversal of causality, I think. I don't know. It's her fingers went inside out and then out through her hand, which isn't what they do. That's not what fingers do. Araki. I don't know what's going on here, and I don't really want to find out. I'm happy to leave this until next time and go look at the manga for now and gawk at how Araki draws things being sideways and presents to us this feeling like the whole world has been shifted on its side. Yeah, let's go transition into that so that I don't have to think too hard about whatever's going on right there. Great. See you in a sec. Okay, sad times because we start off right where we were before. Weather is going to win! He's going to do it! He's totally got it! Crunch. Fuck. Oh, there were some spikes on the ground. What are you gonna do? Alright, and Poochie says his piece. And pieces the heck out of here. No one can pursue me, no one. Brutal. The wind has stopped. The rain will not fall. I want to talk to you one more time in the breeze. I want to be able to speak to you. Oh no! I was wrong! Weather report, stand name, weather report, dead. Dead. The snails have also disappeared. No! Oh, I was just wrong. Oh, that's the saddest thing to find out of all the things that I could find out. Fuck. I really still love this cover piece. I think it's gorgeous. Just even the like chunk of Jolene's rib oblique area that Emporio is sitting in, super interesting. The shoulder dynamics are so odd and interesting. Bam, blam, bam. Rad. Yeah, rad. Weza! He didn't despair. He was trying to tell me to pursue the priest. He even used Whitesnake's ability to turn his stand weather report into a disc. If I put this disc in my head, will I be able to use his ability? But the priest is probably already at Cape Canaveral. Only 2 more days until the new moon. I don't know if I can even take control of this situation anymore. What should I do? Yeah, here we are hitting the wall. There was that confusion with the snails, but I was able to give the Speedwagon Foundation my father's disc. He'll regain consciousness soon. He'd know what to do. What, should I wait until he comes? The priest might do something in Cape Canaveral during that time, something crucial. What should I do? Tell me, Dad. If I hadn't gotten in that car. Shit, I have to defeat the priest. Tell me, Dad. What can I do? And honestly, he just sits there. Ah. So cute. She's so cute. She's sleeping against my shoulder. Jolene. Ah. Yeah, it looks less angry like this. That's right. I'm finally with Jolene again. I promised myself that once I got out of prison and caught up with Jolene, I would tell her my feelings. I can't wait to tell her. It's now or never. Maybe when she's awake. My feelings for her are genuine. I even paid a shitload of money to get this ring from the prison merchant. Once she wakes up, I want her to know and embrace my feelings for her. Hey, look! It's an alligator! There's fucking alligators around here! Shit! They think they're so goddamn safe just because they're a protected species. Scared the crap out of us back in prison. Holy crap, that's a huge alligator. Take this, you bastard. Woo, clean hit. Yeah, ha ha. Got it, look at it, it's flipping out. It's not running away, but it's definitely freaking out. That'll teach you to fuck with us, dumbass. No way. Jolene, what did you just throw? Show me your hands. What the hell are you doing, honestly? I'm telling you to open your hands. Show me. Honestly, why are you yelling? What? What? You can't have just... You can't have... Cape Canaveral is north latitude 28 degrees 24 minutes, west longitude 80 degrees 36 minutes. In the section of Florida that juts out into the Atlantic, it is a large headland spanning almost 34,000 hectares. I love the maps. I always love the maps. This large bay, with its beautifully preserved wildlife, has been home to the Kennedy Space Center since the 1950s. The Space Center, with its dedication to space travel, has launched countless astronauts, satellites, and space shuttles into the great unknown. Parts of the Kennedy Space Center are open to the public, but there is only one way to get in there. There are no trains or subways leading to it, nor are there any bussies. Sorry. I'm sorry. I quit. So stupid. Nor are there any buses. One can only get there by car, be it their own or a rented car. Once one Once someone crosses the bridge into the facility, they must drive all the way to the visitor center's parking lot. Parking on the street is prohibited. Oh, the flag is still flying the normal way. I apologize insincerely for my stupidity. Thank you very much. Forgive me. One must buy tickets at the visitor center to get in, and must first go through a check before they can enter. Cameras are allowed, but large bags are usually checked. Alright, stop the line. Oh, is this pre-9/11? This must be pre-9/11. Alright, stop the line. For security purposes, we're limiting the amount of visitors incoming right now. Please wait. Oh, that man is with me. You can let one more person in, right? Here, come. You would have had to wait 15 more minutes to get in. So, you a priest? Pastor? What is this guy's outfit? What is he wearing? I don't know. He is very smiley. My motto is to do one good deed a day. Are you sightseeing? It's just a man of God like yourself interested in space travel? Excuse me for saying, but you seem so out of place. Well, actually, I think I kind of get it. God and the infinity of space. God was actually an alien? or are questions like that frowned upon? Am I obligated to answer your question, Zuu? You did your good deed. That should be enough. If you're looking to talk to me to pass the time while we're here in line, look for someone else. I wasn't in such a hurry that I couldn't have waited 15 minutes to get in. Ahem. I love that. Straight up, listen, man, I would really have rather waited quietly in line for 15 minutes than get to go early and have to deal with your stupid chatting at me. Please stop. Just leave me alone. I just want nothing to do with you. Fuck off. He's so polite about it, too. Yeah, I mean, in a very rude and impolite way, but I love the face that he gives up here in the little cut-in. It's just like, oh, oh, okay. Totally unexpected. The trickiest part of launching a spacecraft into space is the problem of gravity. When launching a rocket, even the slightest variation in gravitational pull can make a difference. That's why, when building a launch pad, it's most effective to build one near the equator. Because of the centrifugal force of the Earth's rotation, the gravitational pull at the equator is weaker than at the poles. Perhaps Olympic high divers might be able to get a better record if they're near the equator. This is odd. I feel super stoned. I shouldn't have smoked so much before I came to the stupid museum. Anybody been there? I've been there. I've been there. I shouldn't have eaten that edible before I went to the airport. All the security guards are watching me. No. On top of that, here in Cape Canaveral, there is something special about the sea level. It was assumed that Cape Canaveral was at sea level, but recently scientists have been able to prove that this is not so. For example, in the Maldives, located in the Indian Ocean, it's been reported that the surface of the sea curves inward about 100 meters offshore. Conversely, the Sea of Japan is about 30 meters higher than ground level. Following suit, here, Cape Canaveral has a sea level that is approximately 50 meters higher than shore. This proves that the effect of gravitational pull is not equal everywhere on Earth, and that Cape Canaveral is in a place where the gravitational pull is fairly weak. Oh man, I just watched Ramamurti Shankar's lectures on physics, and there was this whole thing about integrating to figure out the gravitational pull at any point on Earth based on the you have to integrate across, because you are actually experiencing the infinitesimal pull of every element of space that is the Earth, and also you have to correct for the other planets and for the sun, and that ends up being weird and complicated. And it's certainly true that because the moon has an effect and the other planets have an effect, that our sea levels are changing constantly. It's what generates the tides. But I think the idea that the gravitational pull is different at different locations based on the centrifugal force seems incorrect. Although it's certainly correct that putting launch stations near the equator is beneficial. I think that the reason is because you're actually functionally moving at a higher velocity. If you're a rotating sphere, right, and you're rotating, this part of the sphere is rotating much slower than, or moving through space in its rotation much slower than the outside edge of the equator of the sphere. I think that's the reason that actual speed of centrifugal rotation is harnessed in order to slingshot you out into orbit more effectively. It just costs less fuel. But chunks of the ocean being higher than ground level and different, I mean, based on the tides, I would believe it. And based on what's under the surface, like what does the ocean floor look like, could generate different things. But I think overall, I function under the assumption that the ocean is self-leveling across the planet, minus the gravitational pull of the moon mostly, which is pulling it in like a bolus all the way around. I mean, the whole Earth is shifting in its shape constantly, right? Not a lot, but a little bit. It's constantly being pulled out of shape, out of being a perfect sphere by the moon, and by the fact that it's spinning, and by the fact that it's spinning around the sun and all the other planets are acting on it. We live in a very complicated simulation. Very complicated system. And we usually boil all that shit away in order to do the maths on it. What part of this do I check? Is Cape Canaveral at sea level? Let's do that. Is Cape Canaveral at sea level? 10 feet. Estimated to see 5 to 8 feet of sea level rise over the course of the next 100 years. That doesn't seem correct, actually. I'll take it. I'll believe it. That doesn't seem correct. I did this research when we watched Technoroid Overmind for Treasure Hunt. I looked into like how far would sea levels rise generally across the world if all of the ice was melted, like all of it. All the ice melts, right? Worst situation possible. How much do the sea levels rise? How much land do we lose? It's a bit. Within 100 years? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Highest elevation point at 10 feet above sea level. So... okay. I think this is some bullshit. I think Araki made most of this up. That's what I'm going to say. On top of this, the sea level at Cape Canaveral can reach heights of up to 100 meters, depending on the position of the moon. Yeah, see, I feel like that's bullshit. I don't think that's true. Oh my god, he's turning into goop! What the fuck? It's like a lunar formation is occurring on his face. This looks totally different than the anime. First off, it looks like a lunar formation is occurring on his face. Full, like, I don't know, dunes? And then his eyes are turning goopy and splitting. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe he's like mitosising. Maybe there will be multi-poochies. He did just have like the after images of himself. Maybe it'll be like multi-poochies. Shit, dude. Fuck. I don't know. Cape Canaveral is one of the most optimal locations to launch people and equipment into space. That seems true. Ah, cold. Hey? 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 Yay! Oh no. Huh? My drink! Yeah, man, your drink. Ah! Hermes, I need you to do me a favor. I want to see a map of our current surroundings. Could you hold on to this for a second? Here, a clunk. A map? You mean using this? It's a pretty damn old computer. Well, we have 32 hours until the new moon. I don't know what the priest is planning to do here at Cape Canaveral, but he's probably going to hide somewhere around here until the new moon. The Gravity of the New Moon, Part 1. Ugh. Right now, we're headed for the Visitors Center. The general public can only enter the premises through this entrance. This is where they build spacecrafts. This is the launch pad, the control tower. Everything is at least 5 kilometers apart. It's a huge place. Visitors are ushered into shuttle buses to tour the premises. Everywhere that's not within that route is off limits. The priest must be taking this route too. Oh, they're running, and they get yoinked back. Huh. So, Jolene, what are you planning to do? Are we going to wait for the Speedwagon Foundation and Mr. Jotaro first? Or do we keep on pursuing the priest? Is that it? Of course, we're going to find him right now. Sorry to say this, but we don't really know if your father's going to come anyway. He might come the day after tomorrow. The priest is still wounded from the fight with weather, and he doesn't have any more backup. In this situation, the only definite thing is that if we don't finish him now, it's all over. Hey, Emporio, why the hell are you driving so weird? Why'd you stop the car? Aren't we not allowed to park here? It's not that. All the color fades out. Huh? Ah! 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 Hey, I'm telling you to move the goddamn car. You know, this car is stolen and we're still wanted for a jailbreak. Plus, we're letting a kid drive. It's not that. The car's being weird. The engine. What's going on? It's stalling. Hermes, switch seats with him. You drive. Wait a second. Click, 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 click. Whoa! Hey, what the hell is that? There's something in the craziest zombie film I've ever seen. Little cut-ins of all the faces are freaking great. So this is the moment where in the anime they smashed them all together, corner to corner, right? They were all chopped up. It was like the whole frame was all chopped up with the characters. Interesting choice. Oh, actually, it's that moment in the bottom left-hand corner is exactly that frame where they're all chopped up and smashed together. There you go. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Great sense of scale and speed and momentum, and things are shifting. So we're going to start being sideways soon. At first, it doesn't make sense what's going on, and then once our perspective on it shifts because we understand what's going on, and that is when our perspective on it will shift. Ugh, so good. So good. Araki's always so gorgeous at drawing these solid body, like three-dimensional objects. They're always just so pretty and solid. Same with his background art and stuff. It's just super solid. And then this is just a thing that I struggle with because I suck, but the way it always stands out to me as something amazing about what Araki does is using characters around the frame, around the sides of a frame, and having just the side angle, like this part of the face, right? Like just little cut-ins of the face that are just side of face making reactions. He's so good at framing them interestingly, and he's so very good at making those expressions really evocative, even though they're these like half profile shots. They're not even a full side on profile. They're like a partial from the back side angle looking past the character to focus on what the character is focused on, sort of a profile. And he uses them all over. They're a hallmark of Araki's manga style, and they're super interesting, and I find them actually really hard to utilize because I don't think about drawing people that way. I'm still in the stage as trying to draw stuff that I'll often draw things very straight on and be drawing the idea of the thing instead of the thing in space, and it's very different. And Araki just by nature, by training, by practice, by understanding of how to do this, is able to do this kind of characters looking upon the thing that is the focus of the scene so damned effectively, and all the characters are looking and creating the same horizon point and like making depth occur in the frame, but it's also a depth of emotion that occurs in the frame because we register these facial expressions from the characters at the same time or within the same realm of time as we register the actual event that they're looking at and what they're experiencing. And so we get this feeling of both experiencing and seeing the event and getting the emotional touchstone of the way that our characters feel about the event together, melded together, and it makes for a much richer experience, I think. Yeah. It's gonna hit! Duck! We go, bam, blast! Whoa, what the fuck? Cars? What the hell is going on? Did something explode? Was there an accident or something? Emporia, start the car! Hurry up and start! I can't! It won't move at all! Wait, maybe the road's messed up. No, that car that was next to us is gone. The one that was stopped next to ours. It can't be the road. There's nothing wrong with it. The rails are still standing and there's no wind blowing either. Whoa, you might be wondering what the fuck I'm doing right now, Jolene. I think I'm caught. This car, shit! You have to get out. It's not safe to be in this car. We're gonna fall. And there it is. There's our switch. But we're not falling down. We're falling behind. All the other cars have already fallen down this road. It's almost like it's a cliff. The car's starting to shake. The front tires are already off the ground. Everyone, out of the car. The pulling force is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Grab onto something. Anything that sticks out. Falling? What are you talking about? It can't be. Is this the priest's new ability? He didn't even have to wait 2 days until the new moon. No way. Don't you get it? We're falling down. Hurry up and get out. The car's gonna flip over. Whoa. We're not falling down. We're falling parallel to the ground. How far are we gonna fall? Jolene, grab onto Emporia. Dive down! Whoa! The chain! Don't break the chain! And this pillar of bullshit clunk. Hermes! Caesar! Same energy, huh? Oh, at least she didn't get hit by a giant cross-shaped brick. Always look on the bright side of life. Shit. Oh, sick. What the fuck? If she tightly packs the string into one place, it becomes incredibly strong. Can capture people by weaving her string into a net. Can sew up wounds. Can also weave the strings into clothes to create a disguise. The destructive force of its punch is roughly equivalent to being hit by a small but incredibly fast-moving meteor. Just roughly. Just, to give you a rough estimation, it's like being just clipped by the side of a Formula One race car. Does that give you a strong idea of what we're talking about? Got a clear image now? Like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know. The strings can expand and contract like muscles, therefore giving it the ability to tighten or loosen its grip on something. It kind of smells like soap. For reasons unknown. The strings have the texture of silk. The extent that she can extend her strings that are strong enough to hold her weight, which is 54 kilograms, 120 pounds? 120 pounds, 115, 120 pounds. Okay. Yeah. It's a reasonable weight for Jolene. She honestly, I would expect she might be a little bit heavier than that. I'm unclear. Canonically, how tall is Jolene? How tall is Jolene Cujo? 5'8"? She's 5'8", that jacked, and she only weighs 54 kilos? 54 times 2.2. She's 118? Man, I don't think so. I don't know about that. She is built. The issue here is that Jolene is built. She's got, like, muscular shoulders and back and legs, and that's weight. That is weight. She's 5'8". I'm 5'4". I'm 5'4". I weigh 148 pounds today. I weigh myself pretty much every day, and I'm about 148 right now. I'm pretty lean right now, and relatively muscular. I'm also male, so that leads to more muscle, but I'm not, like, big and beefy male. I'm pretty lean. She's got 4 inches of height, just pure height on me. Women about my height who have no muscle mass often come in around 100 pounds. I think the 4 inches up plus muscularity, Jolene's got to be 130, 135. Just saying. I think Jolene's heavier than that. I think Jolene should be heavier than that. Okay. Creating these strings is equivalent to unraveling her own body, so there is a high risk factor. If her strings are damaged, her body is also damaged. If she unravels more than 70% of her body, or if she unravels herself too close to her heart, there is a serious risk of death. Interesting. I also wonder, because as she unravels herself, a portion of her weight is actually in the string itself, like a proportional portion of the weight. So say Jolene is 50% unraveled, then the Jolene mass that's at the end of the unraveled string only weighs 27 kilos, because it's 50% of her total 54 kilos, right? So that mass only weighs that much. So can she extend further than you'd expect because the weight is actually distributed across the string, and so there's less tensile strength like being required of every, I don't know, maybe not the direction we need to be theorizing. Regardless, I love these explanation panels from Araki. They're always so much fun, even when they don't make any sense. I'm not saying that this one doesn't make any sense, but even when they don't make any sense to me, they're still so much fun to see what he's showing and demonstrating and explaining, and just his manner of explaining things is really interesting. And it's one of the reasons why I'm really excited to get into this book about making manga, because there'll be plenty of that explaining stuff, I think. Okie dokie. Every beginning originated from gravity. Even this earth began with gravity. Because of gravity, this earth continues to revolve. On this earth, where am I headed? What is going to happen next? Within my body and my spirit, gravity exists, and it must also exist at the end of it all. And we cut to Stone Free! Where are you, Hermes? How far down are you going to fall? Jolene, we're sliding down fast. If we keep on falling, we're going to hit the rubble down there. Jolene, forget about Hermes. If she's not dead, she'll eventually come back. That's just how she is. The priest is somewhere ahead. Are you just going to keep on falling instead of pursuing him? Trees. So, it was this. Falling? There's no way that we should be falling parallel to the ground. Isn't gravity supposed to keep us on the ground? The priest was waiting for this to happen. 20 years ago, my father sealed away this ability. The priest called this heaven. Now I understand. Yeah, no. There are trees and plants that aren't getting uprooted. The visitor center isn't falling apart either. Jolene, you just called this heaven, but it can't be. I think it's just a preliminary sign. I think that it's only going to get worse. If the priest is waiting for the Nuwu Muwoon, well, the moon affects this planet's gravity, and that's only 32 hours away. Listen, Jolene, I know that weather injured the priest pretty damn badly. He's in bad shape right now. We gotta kill him now. He's the one that's in a tight spot, not us. If we climb up this rail, we'll be able to reach the visitor center. The priest is headed that way, right? Yes. He's moving up. So, you're gonna do it, Jolene? Atarimaeda, of course. I've already made up my mind. Oh. Yeah. It's those eyes, Jolene. That expression looking into the distance. My heart burns when I see you like that. Right now, your heart is filled with the decision to kill the priest, but you also have that desire for your father to come and help you. But Jolene, I'm the one who can protect you. I can do it better than Weather or Jotaro. Sooner or later, you're going to start wanting me to encase you in my arms. I don't know, man. You're a little obsessed. She did take the ring that you gave her and throw it at a crocodile or an alligator. Rough. Rough. Anybody? What's going on? Somebody? Help! Somebody? Help! It doesn't look too serious. We can let it slide. My phone's not working. It won't connect. Why? I have no idea. It could just be that mine's broken, or it could have something to do with the gravity. So anyway, I wonder what the rest of the world is like. Do you think rescue people are going to show up? No. No. I think that the single frame of Jolene full landing with Emporio on her back, with the string behind her, woof, endless space behind, and these random ladies who've got stuck out of the bathroom and are holding onto a thing, is super dope. It's so badass. Look how cool she is. Look how cool she is. She's so cool. Oh, Jolene's so cool. These are the ticket vendor booths, Jolene. Looks like we can get inside the visitor center through that entrance. Jolene, the priest is over in this direction, right? Oh, the angles are so cool. Everything feels so off. Yeah, he's close. I can sense that he is. It's almost like he was here a moment ago. A moment ago? Like he was just here before? There's some weird time fate causality bullshit happening, man. I'm not a fan of that. Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on with the weird spiral things on its head place. What is that? I don't know. The eyes are green grass of Holmes' eyes. Wow. You know what this is like? This is like Cell Saga. This is like, the fuck is that? It's evolved. It nommed up one of your friends, and now it's got his powers? Shit. It's got all these arrows pointed in different directions, and including on its belt, which is kind of dong-like. I'm not a fan of that. But still, arrows, direction. All right, couple things. Direction, like Poochie being dedicated toward moving in a particular direction, it's one thing. Arrows indicate directedness and like speed lines and flow, gravity and stuff. But when I think of arrows and fundamental laws of physics, which we've been talking about fairly frequently, do you believe in physics? I think about entropy, baby. I think about the arrow of time. Things flow one way. This stand changes something about the way that things flow. Beyond just, I think, the weird gravity shit that we got. I think it's more than that. It's so fucking crazy looking. It's got like an outer shell to it, layers built on top of it. What caused this? How did this happen, Poochie? How did you get a new stand? Did the arrow pierce him again? Oh, I didn't think of that one. I think of arrows. Did the arrow pierce him again? I don't think so. Maybe. Wow. And then this. It can't be. But why? What the? White Snake? No. The Green Child? Clung. That's echoes, dude. That's an old power. This is new, though. No. No. Ah! My arm! Inside out! I will eliminate you if you are not willing to wait 2 days. And that's where we get to leave off, everybody. Jolene's hand is turned into a tentacle monster. Everything's falling sideways. Poochie's humping the wall. And Hermes is dead. Yay! Woo! Shit, man. Everything turned on its head. Literally. I love that I get to say the literally thing because it literally flipped everything. So much fun. JoJo's is so sick. I love that we framed everything out. I love the inversion of expectations around a relatively mundane place becoming anything but banal, anything but mundane and very scary. And I'm excited to see what other parts of this facility we utilize. Again, I've got some DM envy. It's such a cool location that it makes me want to set like a one-shot in a space center or something like that. And how cool would that be, right? I don't know. I don't know. That could be cool. Maybe like a Call of Cthulhu style one shot where things are getting weird and something's trying to accomplish some task or, something like that. I don't know. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Get all your characters to be all different kinds of scientists, or maybe like UFO conspiracy believer people who are going like, we gotta break into the Kennedy Space Center. I know they're hiding the aliens down in there. And you could have your characters go on some weird mission and find out some actually crazy shit. Oh, that'd be so fun. There's so much stuff to do in a location like this. It's like, maybe the moon landings were faked. We can go and find the tapes. We'll find the truth. That would be actually, I've convinced myself that would be a really fun, that would be a really fun one shot, is just have all my characters make like deranged conspiracy theorists who've all decided to, who've only met under like internet forum handles and are meeting for the first time, and so they've all got different, maybe one of the characters has totally lied about who he is. He's like, I'm a 6'8" Marine and I know all this stuff, and he's like a basement dwelling hikinito who smells like Hot Pockets and is covered in Cheeto dust. It's like, no, I'm a great Marine, I'm an admiral. Oh, it'd be so much fun. It'd be so silly. Okay. Give each of the characters like a secret that's in their background or something. It's like one of the characters is like, no, you actually did get abducted by aliens when you were 12 and you've repressed it the whole time, and now you don't believe in them, and you're out here to, I'm a doctor and I'm out here to prove that aliens don't exist. But really, the truth is, I believe. So much fun. All right, I'm getting totally spun out. JoJo's is so cool. I love the location. I'm so excited to see more. Poochie freaking the fuck out is crazy. We get another interim stand battle with him where he's separate from the stand and like far away from it, and it's unclear whether dealing damage to the stand will actually deal damage to him because things have changed now. Very exciting. Very exciting. And of course, I think we talked about this before, but Poochie is not going to sit around and rest on his laurels and just be like, I guess all these people are going to come after me and try to prevent me from accomplishing the most important task I've ever accomplished in my entire life. No, he's going to put obstacles in your way. He's going to prevent you from getting there. He's going to stop your ass. And this is the start of that. And as Emporio says, it's just the beginning. So I'm excited for the continuation. Thanks so much for watching this week's episode of JoJo's. I'll see you next week for more JoJo's. Peace.